Hey guys, it's Sharon with Little Britain Company. Welcome to the channel. So I recently did, just a couple days ago, I made this adorable little album. It was super fun. I did a walkthrough on the channel. That's all I did. I did a really simple walkthrough on the channel. And asked if you all would like a tutorial, and pretty much the overwhelming answer was yes. So I'm going to do one today. You can kind of quickly see all of the cool, stuck right there. We've got this sort of tri-fold look. It's like a waterfall almost. These pocket pieces, tons of pockets, tons of stuff going on in here. So I'm going to put that aside because I will link the video for it. But I'm going to start by showing you my numbers. So if you want to make it, if you would like the actual dimensions, this is what I do for the base. And then if I'm doing, this just depends. On the one I just showed you, these were the numbers that I used. But if you would like to do a mat and then put your printed paper on top of the mat, which gives it a lovely framed look, then you would use these as the mats, and then these would be your printed sheets, or at least the way I'm doing it for this one. So, okay, I'm going to put that aside now. As promised, I got that up, and okay, we got that up and running. I think right now I have 7 sheets of my, let's zoom back out a little bit. I have 7 sheets of my black. This is 80 pound. It's still considered heavy duty cardstock. And then I'm going to use some of these papers from Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Scary Stories. I really do love these. I just have to decide what's going to go where. Because I have, there's a decent amount of this. And, yeah. I just want to make some informed decisions as I start to do this. What's on the back of this one? Oh, I know. This is one of my favorites right back here. I'm kind of wondering if I can get this piece out as a full sheet on that one. So, okay, anywho, I'm going to use those, and then there are plenty of cut aparts in this series. I'm going to move that up just a little bit. Okay, so as always, when I'm doing my board books, I start by doing this. Everything is 5.5 inches. So I'm using, now if you're using 12 by 12, you're going to get more out of each sheet. I'm using 5.5 by 11. So with my yes, I'm jumping straight in. With my 5.5 by 11, I'm just cutting these. I'm keeping both sides. And let's see. I want 5 of these. So it's 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can do more. You can do as many as you want. I'm just showing you this is the way I did these. That's the only cut for these. So I'm going to go ahead and put those aside. Now, I need 4 that are going to be 3 by 5.5. I'm just going to use, these are already 3. So it's actually what I was, kind of how this came about. I wanted to use these in a really kind of cool way. I only have to cut them in half. So I only need 4. I'm going to cut 2 of these. I'm going to put the other ones aside for right now, because these are the ones that I did not include the dimensions, but these are the ones you can use to make those cards. So I'm just going to put those aside. Next, I'm going to go ahead and cut this 5.5 by 11. Yeah. No, I'm going to cut it 5.5. I'm going to do 2 of those because I need 4, and I'm not going to get more than 2 out of each of these. Again, if you're using 12 by 12, you're going to get a lot more. Okay, those go up there. Now, this is going to be 4 1/4. So let's move this over to 4 1/4. And I need 4 pieces of the 4 1/4. And I still have this left. I'm going to put that aside for something else, whether I use it for this one or something else later. I don't know yet. That's what I get for trying to move too quick. And that one aside. This one's going to be 5.5 by 2 3/4. I'm going to put my guillotine away for the moment. I'll need it later. Okay. Right away, these pages are almost ready. I'm going to go ahead and finish those off by just doing this. And this. This cute little album really can go together very quickly. Or you can put more into it. I mean, it doesn't have to be this. I'm just saying. There we go. While I have you all here, if you have not subscribed, I would love to see you all around a little bit more. I never know how to ask people to subscribe. But it does help quite a bit. It does help me continue to do this. And YouTube is changing some of its conditions. So yeah, the more subscribers, the better. It really, really will help quite a bit. And it's free. It's free to subscribe. And my golly, almost nothing is free these days. Okay, so that was my first order of business. This particular paper has a shiny side and a more matte side. I don't know if you can really tell. When you touch it, you can really tell. You can choose whichever side you want. Let's see. I'm just going to choose this side, honestly, because it's all good. So this is what I like to do. But scoring is also a great way to do this. You've got your scoreboard, but you don't have to have a scoreboard to do this. I just even it up and just really make sure that it's even. That truly is important, that your edges are even for this. It's just going to make your board, it's just going to make it all come together so much better. And if it's uneven, just everything's off. It just annoys me. Now, does it need to be absolutely perfect? No. No, 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 no. You know, this is going to be pretty even, and that's okay. Yep. But I do like to say it's handmade, so it absolutely does not need to be perfect. Okay. It's one of the reasons I like to go to the middle first, because once I even out the edges, going to the middle is really going to make a difference. I think this one's actually off by just a touch, or more than a touch. Oh my goodness. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's actually perfect and I'm being silly. It's actually perfectly fine and I'm just being silly. So you can see I just bend it a little bit And then I come in with my bone folder. And don't be, try not to smash, smash, smash. I'm going pretty gently on this one. This is actually great paper. I guess I shouldn't say actually. And I think it's Hobby Lobby. Pretty sure it's Hobby Lobby. But this particular black does not crack on me. And I gotta say, I appreciate it not cracking. Because cracking is terrible. Okay. Today is the second day of school, and I must say, I'm tired. Yesterday, I got home. Oh my word. I laid down on the couch. I was like, I'm just going to rest for a little bit because I'm so tired and my legs hurt so much. And that's all she wrote. I was out. I was out for the night, which is why I did not get this done yesterday. So you did not have it yesterday. Okay. There we go. There's the first. Now this is what it's going to be. It's really just going to be this and that and this. So that's how these are going to work. I don't know why I like to do it this way. I just do. I go ahead and just put them in. And then I know for sure it's all, there we go. And I try to keep them like that too. Right away, it really thickened it up a lot, didn't it? Okay, so I'm going to put those aside. Now, my next thing is I'm going to cut my paper. I'm going to do the same thing with this one as I did with the last one. I am not doing a mat. I'm just doing the paper. You can see with this one, the black just already forms this really nice framing to it, this nice mat. And I'm probably not going to have this kind of interesting, different thing in here for this one. So because it's the black edges, I really feel like I'm comfortable not doing the mats. Now on this one, I did do two different papers across from each other. So I kind of want to decide what I'm going to do. That's kind of cute. All right. I kind of like that. Let's see what else. This is very bright compared to some of the other papers here. I like this, but these two do go very well together. This one's just not as Halloween-y for right now, but I do like the distressing on this one. I'm going to put that one. I'm going to move this one aside. That's actually going to be 1, 2. Oh, I'm sorry. How many papers do you need? You need 8 for the inside. I'm going to do 8 different prints. So that's already 4. I really like the skeleton, and I like this background for the skeleton. So I might just do this one together, do 2 pieces of this and just flip one, because I do like the way that looks together. And then my last one is this. So decisions. There's a lot going on in that one. So, all right, I'm going to pause for a minute and make some decisions, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing. We'll see how well it works. I'm just kind of making some decisions as I go. So I guess that's always the way we do it. All right, so I'm going to get my trimmer down or my guillotine down. The first thing I'm going to do are my full sheets. So the this print is going to be 5 3/8 by 5 3/8. Right there. Okay. And I'm going to want to decide. I could do it by the bottom. Yeah. I'm going to do it down here to start with. I have to remind myself pretty consistently not to angst. That's so cute. Over the individual pieces. Because that way lay madness. That just becomes super hard. So I'm liking those 2 pages. So that's kind of going to go like this. And because it's a square, I could have it like that, which looks like a wall. Or I could do it like this, which looks more like a creaky floor. I kind of like the creaky floor look. And then right away I can show you, these are going to be pretty perfect for what we're doing here. So, okay. Let me do those like that. And this one goes away. Luckily, I have plenty of this paper. This one immediately goes away to be made into a bookmark. It's the perfect little size. So I'm just going to set that aside. Okay, this next one, I was thinking about doing that with the spiders. And I actually really like this. The only issue with this one is when I cut it, I'm not going to use all of it right away, but that's, again, if I angst over it, it's paralyzing. So that goes aside. There's one, that goes over here. Let me do this one. And that. Oh yeah, I actually really like those 2. Okay, so those go together. And that's going to help when I do this one, because now I have a lighter color running through there. So I'm going to do this one and the back of that one. To me, that's kind of party-like. Well, or should I do it like this one? Oh, here I go again. I actually kind of like these 2 together better. Okay, let me do that. This one, I'm going to go ahead and trim off this piece. If I can move it. All right, now, okay. I'm going to lose a tiny bit, but it'll be okay. I'd like it if I don't lose too much. I just cut it. I was going to try to trim it. I'm like, nope, just cut it. Okay. That's so cute. Perfect size. Now I'm going to do this one. It's funny because it's not the one I intended at all to begin with. I do have an idea what I'm going to do with these. Next. So those 2, let me check to see how many I have now. So that was 1, 2, 3 pages. So I just need one more set. And I think I'm going to do this with this. I think that'll be cute. It's either that or I use the, no, I don't think so. Just trying to make sure I have what I want here. Yeah, I think this is good. I'm going to use these. And Now you'll notice I haven't done anything for the cover and the back, and that's okay, because for right now I'm just not worried about those. I do love how this all comes together, and again, look at that cute little bookmark I'm going to get out of it. So perfect. Okay, so I've got that, and again, I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm just going to go ahead and do my pages. We sort this really quickly, so it's just, I think I'm channeling my sister Susan. She likes to have everything nice and organized. Okay, there we go. So got that organized. And the other cool thing about this is, if I put these pages together and I decide I'm not sure I like the way they're together, I can often mix them around a little bit. It really just depends. Do I want this on the front? Do I want this to be the front page when I open? I actually do want this as number 1. And then I know that I want this party scene in the very back. So the next one's going to be, which one's next? I think I'm going to kind of switch between them. I'm going to do this one and then this one and then that one. There we go. All right, step away from the paper, Sharon. Step away from the paper. Okay. All right, now, if this is going to be my cover, this part is important. Oh, shoot, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and move these off. Now that I had everything together, I know that I've got those sorted. There we go. My next order of business is I need to glue these together because these become pockets. So I'm going to grab my messy thing. This is the one I don't mind. I'm going to have to refill this really soon. I'm going to have to order more glue really soon. Okay. And one. Do that. A little bit of glue comes out. And then that's giving me that pocket. This side will have a cinch, so this becomes just a really nice, straight, easy pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for all of these. And you can see I'm running. This is a trick I learned on Maymay, and I think that it works really well. I don't know why it works. But she puts the glue on, and then before she runs her bone folder over it, she uses her fingers. And she seems to get a lot less of the glue coming out of the edges. And it seems to be working for me, so I'm going to keep doing it. Thank you, Maymay. If you're unfamiliar with Maymay, she is very talented paper crafter. She has her own store. She does all sorts of paper crafts. And her YouTube channel is called Maymay Makes It. M-A-Y Makes It. So, and she is prolific. She has so many videos out. I've seen some of her videos. I have not seen all of them. but if I'm looking for something, okay. Easy peasy. Now the other thing I'm going to do is right away, I want to put these in the right order, and it's easy to see because they really open up when I have them sitting properly. There we go. So I know that that's where all my tops are. That's the top of each piece. Okay, so this is going to be the inside of my cover. So I'm just going to, it would really hurt me to do this if I hadn't bought extras of these papers. I think I have 3 of each of these, which makes me feel a lot more comfortable because I just know there's something else out there I need to make. And then I'm going to use something up that I need, and then I won't be able to make whatever that incredible thing was. Do y'all ever do that? Is that just a me thing? It's probably just a me thing. All right, so I know that that's right. That's the front. That's the inside. So again, this one, this is going to be my opening. This time it's going to be this way. I mean, definitely want to get your corners, but the glue really does spread. I mean, you don't have to be... Do make sure that you do a quick brush off of your paper, because anything on there is just going to stick. It's just going to stick, and you know, that may or may not be upsetting for you. Yeah, I'll do it this way. I was trying to decide whether I wanted the spiders hiding behind, because, you know, both of them, when you first open the book, you'll have that sort of tiered look to it. And so the thing on whatever paper is on the right will be the thing that's kind of hidden at first. Won't stay hidden. But there's definitely a look to that. Okay, now I've got to make sure. Remember, that's the inside, so the paper on the left is going to have the closed section. And then your paper on the right, oh, look at that. Needs to be like this. I like this plaid, but for some reason the plaid to me is more fall than Halloween. And I do know that Halloween happens in the fall, but to me they're very distinct. All right. That's cute. Well, you know, as much as spiders can be cute. Get that on there right. Come on. There you go. Spiders. Does anyone know what that reference is from? Let's see. If you know the reference for spiders, put it in the comment box. I would love to know if I'm the only one who still says that. Ah, I knew that was going to come out. Just that little bit. Okay. Then we have this one. Making sure. One moment, please. My poor husband. He is on call this week, and it has been a heck of a week. So they get called out all times, day and night. Day and night. The other day it was like 4 in the morning. He got home at 4 in the morning. Got called out at like 2:30 or 3, and then he had to be back at work the next day at 8. So that's kind of crazy. Okay, let's see. Let's see. A little bit. Just a little dab there. I like it that way. One of the really nice things about working with squares, it's hard to cut them wrong because you can just turn them the way you want. So that's one of the reasons I think I love doing these board books so much. And I have to say, I just love the feel of them. I just love the weight of them, I guess is the right way to put it. I just do. I like the substantial feel of them. So, okay. I am definitely going to have to refill this soon. Okay, I've got it on the right side. Oh, I do love this piece. Love it, love it, love it. So cute. Okay, so right now, I mean, if you wanted to stop here, you could. You've got this adorable little book. You could add some picture frames and maybe a few other little things. I love how this looks like they're coming from the party. Like the whole thing was kind of a spooky leading up to, look, the haunted house is coming, and little ads, and now you're running through the haunted house with the spiders and the skeletons, and then you come out and you've got the party going. Anyway, I like that kind of story look to it. Now, there are two ways you can go at this point. I could go with just, I mean, there are actually several ways. You could just put these in just like this and just decorate them. You could just have the black. I can use some of the papers that I just cut and add those in. In the other one, for the most part, I used like regular paper. That's not what I want to do. Cardstock. I just used simple colored cardstock. For these, I am kind of thinking I might want to do it a little bit differently. We'll see. But will it change the, like, would this go well? This is kind of cute here. Yeah, I've got too much of it. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking. You actually end up needing quite a bit when you start cutting these, because I do, at least the way I do it, I do two sides of it. So that it actually ends up leading to a decent amount of the paper being cut. You can do it. There's so many different ways to do this. So I have this really good orange, which is very bright for this. Not too bad for that. Now I have to think about it for a minute. Be right back. I'm back. I'm still angsting about colors, but I'm back. I'm kind of liking this here. And for this one, I'm kind of thinking about doing either something like this, which kind of mirrors that, or I could do it like that, which tones it down. That does tone it down nicely, doesn't it? And double up this one. I don't need to double up all of them, but I do really like this one for these pages. This one, I honestly might just use a gray. I have a really nice off-whitish kind of light gray, I think. Let me see if I can find the, like, oh, I like that gray. I like that gray. This is the time when things getting a little bit hinky. Let's see if that's a good one. It's not as quite the same brown gray as the other one. So yeah, I mean, this is the one where I start going, oh, that's even better than that one. So I'm just finding a few colors that I think will work here. I am using this. This is Park Lane. I've had this for a while. Unfortunately, I doubt we can get it again, but that's a much lighter, kind of several different shades of gray. That one's pretty blue, actually, once you put it together with that. Okay, let's look at this first one. This one is very dark. So do I have... Okay. I know I'm going to use that. May or may not use this. Got these good colors here. All right. But then I do have all of this. Oh. I kind of like the plaid here. I'm going to eat a lot of it. That way it'll be fine. Ooh, it's kind of perfect. All right, so I could use 2 of those for that. So the other thing I can do here is if I think I'm going to run out of the actual things that I want to use, I can always just do a pocket on one side. That is definitely an option. Definitely this. Not that. Not sure about that. I'm going to do this one and then I'm going to see what's next. Let's get started. Otherwise, okay. To do the pocket for this, I'm going to need to cut these 5 3/8, which I believe this already is 5 3/8, by 2 7/8. So I'm just checking this real quick. This is already 5 3/8. That's awesome. So then, let me get everything out of the way. 2 7/8, right there. Right there. Take a quick look at that. Oh, that's nice. One thing I didn't do on the book is I did not do the corners, and that I should have. I'm okay with it, but it was something I just wasn't paying enough attention as I was doing these. On the other one, I did corners on here, but once this is on, I'm not going to do the corners. That would look funky. So if you want them to be rounded corners like this, the time to do that is before you put your paper down and then you corner your paper and so on. So that was a silly mistake, but it happened. So is what it is. All right, so I have 2 of those for this one. So I know I'm going to do that. And right away, let's not forget to do our corners. That's going to be really cute. So cute. All right, so that's that one. Now the next question is, what do I put behind it? I think I'm going to use a solid behind it. So what's solid? So many solids to choose from. And I think I'm just going to go with the orange. It's a brighter orange, but I think it'll be okay. Now this one, let me go back to doing my 5 3/8 right there. And Yes. 5 3/8. I'm going to move that away. But this is going to be 4 1/8. Right there. Just move this down. Right there. So, yeah. 4 1/8. And 4 1/8. And again. We need to go ahead and take care of those right away. So this is going to look like this. This, and this. Oh, that's cute. I'm liking it. All right, I'll attach it a little bit. So my next one, I've got the spiders and I've got some of that lighter gray. I found that light gray. So I'm actually thinking about using the light gray for the bigger sheet and then doing something else because I kind of like the way that's looking. So that means I can just do this. Pick up my glue. I'm going to go ahead and close my glue for a little bit now so it doesn't... Yeah, it's already starting to get a little bit funky. I just twist. Here we go. All right, so then we've got the 5 3/8 right there. Trying to get it right on the spot. There we go. This is that nice textured one. Yeah, so that's going to go like that. Let me go ahead and... Let me try to turn that so I don't slice my hand. Okay. Because knowing me and the problems my family has had this year, we've had more hospital visits. It's been a crazy year. Okay. That's going to be there. Oh, so cute. Now, what's going to be on the smaller pocket? That one's a little bit harder for this one. We've got this newsprint here. So deciding on something... Oh, that's that. I don't know what I did with that. I had a book out here that I wanted to use some of the pages, which I thought would be really good. It's very aged, it's got a really nice amount of age to it, but I'm honestly not sure what I've done with it. I may have to hold off on that for a minute. I'm going to see if I can find that book, but I'm actually going to wait because this is what it'll look like. If I can find, this is, I don't want to use this. I've got this one stamped. But if I can find it, won't that be kind of a cool look on that page? So I'm definitely going to go hunt that one down. I'm going to leave that one for right now because I know I want to use that book page, and I think that's going to be super duper fun. All right, so our next one. Oh, I know what I wanted to do with this one, at least one thing. So I think this color is going to be perfect. I want to do it this way. But this doesn't need to be, this can be skinny because this is the one that's going to be 2 7/8. So let me go down here. Yeah. Right there. 7/8. And then we've got the 5 3/8. Probably would have been smarter for me to cut all of them to the 5 3/8 and then come back, but okay, so that's going to be like, that's really cute. And then I do think I'm going to look for a solid to go behind it. This one won't matter. Okay. This one's got a pattern to it, so I want to be careful, but it should be fine. So it's just going to be like that, yeah. Look how cute that is. All right, so that's going to go here. Now, for this one, on this side, I am going to use, oh boy, I think I'm going to use a dark gray. That's a pretty dark gray. I think it's going to work with that. Let's take a look. Let me just put them together. Nope, don't like it. I think I'm going to go back to the orange. Let's just saw some of the orange. Yeah, I'm going to go back to this orange. I wonder if this is a big enough piece. No, it's too short. Okay. Let me get these off. Okay, so again, I'm going to need, I'm just going to go like this. And then this one is 4 1/8. Scooch this guy down. Love it, love it, love it. And I'm gonna punch him a little bit to the side so I don't get it all over the top of my thing again. Okay, so this is going to go like that. Oh, I didn't realize. Well, there's no way to fix, the skeletons are upside down here, but right side up here, so that's interesting. I didn't realize it was going to do that, but I'm okay with that. That's cute. Okay, so we're on to our last page. This one is definitely making me think. I do like this gray, and I think this gray with that, I think they work. This one can be a little bit different. I mean, I could do something like that, but I don't love it, so I'm not going to do it. Don't love it, not going to do it. I'm going to do what I was thinking about doing. So let's see how that would look. That with that, with that. Or brighten it up a little bit. Do that, 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 and then that. All right, kind of like it. I'm going to do it that way. And then we'll be doing, this will be the one that gets the weird cuts. Not weird, but different. It'll be different. First, I'm going to go ahead and do these mats, or these pieces, because I'm just doing the single for this one, like I did with the others. So I got one of those, and then my 5 3/8, my 5 3/8. And I love the texture of this. You ever wish you could go back in time and do a little bit of extra shopping at, oh yeah, that's going to be perfect. Little bit of extra shopping at Joann. Just every once in a while. It'd be so cool. But Neil deGrasse Tyson says that we actually cannot time travel. It's not actually a possibility, mostly because of the paradoxes, I assume. So, okay. So that's going to go like that. Oh, yeah, that's cute. Okay, so cute. This is getting messy. Messy, messy, messy. What's that one from? Messy, messy, messy. I do like to quote holiday things. Okay, so we decided that for this one, I'm going to do the light gray paper, and I'm going to do the smaller side. So the first one is going to be the 5 3/8 by 2 7/8. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 7/8 right there. No, that's not right. Yeah, that is right. Oh my golly, I'm losing my mind. 2 7/8. All right, do this one. Yes, that's correct, Sharon. Oh my word. Okay. Here's a difference. This one now goes down 1 notch, 1/8. So this next one's going to be 5 1/4 by 2 3/4. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this one 2 3/4. All right. This is the bottom one. This is going to be 5 3/8. Right there. And this one's going to be 5 3/8. So you can see that's the one that goes there. And I want the texture on top. I just like the texture on top. So this one is going to be 5 1/4. So this is the matted one. I've got some bits and pieces over there. I'm close to being done chopping. The only reason I'm not is because I still have to do the front. And I may do this the same way I did the last one. I didn't do the back. I just left it. I just need to put my my stamp on the back. Okay, so let's do a quick little corner. So I just cornered those together. So that's going to go like that. I'm going to do these two. This one I think doesn't really have a different side. It's really exactly the same. Sorry, I paused for a second to sneeze. And then this one. Get those bits. And that's going to go like that. Oh, okay. I like it. And I do have some additional stickers and things that I wanted to use with this. So it's going to be perfect. Okay. By the way, do you notice how thick it's starting to get? Once you add that paper. All right. I am going to kind of keep these together. So super easy. This next part. Here we go. It had gotten a little stuck. I only need to do glue on the sides. And I am going to kind of center it. If you all can see. Oh, still got a little bit there. And then this side. you know, thinking about it, it might have been smart for me, now that I've already glued it, to use the spiders. That would have been kind of cute to use the spiders on the other side next time. Next time when I'm doing these two-sided ones. And that it's really that easy. I mean, there's very little gluing to have to do with it now, because I just, you know, it's going to be cinched. I was originally so intimidated by the cinch machine, talking about cinch, and so I did what I do when I want to learn a new technique or learn about a new tool. I watched everything I could get my hands on. I was watching, and it really helped a lot. So when I did get my cinch, then I just played a little bit. I didn't use any materials that that one's going to go right over, that I would have been upset messing up. And I worked it, I worked it out. Used some techniques that I had learned, created some of my own techniques. So one of my favorite things about YouTube is just so many different people you can hear from and see. Okay, so I don't have the book for this yet. I'm going to get that in a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and do these. I'm going to do all of these, and then I'll go back and see if I can't find the book I wanted to use. Now, I will say when I do the book, I'm probably going to glue it straight down. That might be a page that just does not have a pocket, because the book page would be, I think, too weak. All right, well, if that seemed to have ended abruptly, it's because my camera died and I didn't realize it right away. So hopefully we're in the right place. I did take the time to grab a book. This is not the same one as I got from that one, but I have several. This one's just, I love Nancy Drew, but this one's in really terrible condition. So I am just going to pull out. Now, I would never, oh no, I don't want to do the picture one. I would never, ever tear apart a book that was in reasonable condition. I would repair it, as I have done many books before, but, okay, this one's going to be perfect. I'll put those aside. All right, so I was in the middle before my camera so rudely died. Putting this one together. I'm going to turn it this way. I'm really, yeah, really loving this, this design. It's been super fun. Let me go ahead, since I did find the book pieces, I'm going to cut that one down. Just unscrew that one right there. This one is the one that's going to be, let's see, 5 3/8 by 2 7/8. So I'm going to need this one. Okay, 5 3/8. Now I am going to cut a little bit of this off. I want on there. Sorry, just making some decisions. Because I'm leaving some of that at the top. All right. 5 3/8. I'm going to do the same one for this one. I like this shocking summons. I want to be able to see that though. It's the same space. Okay. Alrighty, and then the next one's going to be 2 7/8, which doesn't give me a huge amount of space. I'm going to go right there. 2 7/8 is going to be right there. And then I'm just going to take off this edge. And 2 7/8. You know what? I think I'm going to do it this way. Okay, just trying to make some good decisions. We'll see if they were good decisions. Who knows? Get those one back out of the way. Oh, we're getting somewhere. If I can, there, get that in there. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be one side, and I think I'm going to use this as one side, so this one's going to be the front. Try that from this side. I should have tried them together. Sometimes cutting them together is helpful. Wait, this is going to be, this one is the front. So this one's going to be the back. So it's got to be this way. What in the world? For whatever reason, I find sometimes when I slam it down, it kind of straightens itself out. I don't know why. There we go. Let's see if this one cuts, if that made a difference. Not really. Man, that's annoying. All right. Just cut that off. It didn't like the paper. These are so cute. All right, I will say this paper is a lot tougher than the other paper I was going to use. So if I decided to make this one into a pocket, I think I can. And I think I will. But I do think I'm going to do something with this one. I got a little fancy on this one. I have a bunch of these little ones. I love these so much. I can put stuff in them and then I don't lose it, and it's right where I need it, even though I'm just going to get this guy out for a quick minute, and seriously, there's still enough ink on here. I don't need much. I do think, however, that I want to approach it like this. The amount of ink you get the amount of ink you get. It's kind of based on how you approach it. Yeah. This one's giving it a bit more of a smudged look. There we go. Although I will say I think I need a little more. I think I'm gonna do a wee bit more on this one. Okay, it's hard to hold that. Let's go back in here. This upside down. Okay. Cute, 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 cute. Okay. So again, because this is stronger than the other paper was just old, and it would have been brittle, I think. That was too much for that one. This one. This can handle it. Cute, 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 cute. Y'all know how I am when I get excited about something. When something really comes together, I get happy. Happy, happy, happy. There you go. Oh, goodness. Okay. Now we got that, and we're down to our last one. No, we're not. We're closing in. Okay. Got this one. And, oh, do that. No, no, it shifted. Don't shift. And this way. This paper is so nice. Just the feel of it is so nice. Ah, shifted. Oh, that's so cute. And I really like looking at things as the sum of the whole, all of these pieces together, but then it's nice to be able to turn the page and look how good that looks when you open it by itself. Did that make any sense? I hope that made sense. I'm going to get punchy soon. It's almost 10 o'clock. Not only... I let my phone needed some time to charge, and we ended up having dinner, and hubby and I snuggled for a little bit after a long day for both of us. And he was very sweet because he brought back Chinese for tonight, which I think we all needed. I have to say, this is one of the fun, I'm really having a fun time with this, with these Halloween ones. I absolutely plan on making Christmas ones because I think these are going to be really nice for Christmas. Okay, then we have this one. And then we have this. And I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to just go ahead and glue the yellow on top of, directly on top. I'm going to basically seal it instead of making it. Now you could turn this into an extra pocket. You could just make it so that you can, you know, same way we're doing the other ones. And then you just have that nice little extra pocket. But I think for me, for this one, I'm just going to do this. It's nice and neat. Perfect. So, and then this becomes one full pocket. I do like the idea of turning this into, you know, giving it that extra pocket. I think that's really cool. Depends on what you're doing. Depends on what it's for. Put that. And then, there we go. Definitely need to replace my glue. Okay. And that one and this one. Now, if I only knew what I was going to do, I should have taken the time that I had to figure out what I was doing with the cover. That would have been a good idea. That's okay. Lots of options with the cover. Oh, wow, that one really. This one too, I think. Let me get that glue. Oh, isn't that pretty? And then when you turn it, I love that. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, it really does. It's interesting how, you know, playing off of the materials that you already have, the papers, and finding a way for those to come together. That's really, oh, that's a lot of glue. That's really nice. By the way, you might wonder, why don't I could have a cloth next to me, which probably would work just as well. I pull the glue off with this because it doesn't leave like a residue behind. Like my finger will leave something behind. Just does. These are the same on, no, that's more textured. So I have a lot of glue starting right here. Every once in a while, you just gotta clean that top off. This is definitely a labor of love. Okay. Oh, look at that, all that glue coming out. So like I was saying earlier, today has been our second day of school, and we had it's been very tiring. I mean, it's been great. The kids are great, but it's been tiring. And then today, oh, how cute is that? Today, this evening, we actually got a message from the district about, I guess some schools have been without air conditioning. We didn't have air conditioning in one of our halls one day while we were back teacher work week. And the teachers basically the library luckily did. And so the teachers just came and worked on their lesson plans and things in the media center. Thank goodness we had it. Okay, so far, oh, look at how this is turning out. Okay, oh, cute. Gotta say, it all kind of is coming together. Okay, a little thing at the end. Now, let me think about what the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to grab, hold on 1 minute, please. Okay, so what I was saying was I wanted to grab some of the cut-aparts. This series has a lot of cut-aparts, a whole lot. Now, I do want to use the cut-aparts for different things, so I do think I'm going to cut them apart. I'm not sure. Yeah, those actually might be good. What I do want to think about is which ones what do I want on the cover? That's what I'm really looking at. That's not going to be on the cover. These are adorable, and there's a lot here that I could choose from. I really love the Enter If You Dare. That's adorable. That's a 3x4 though. So what else do we have here? I think for the cover, I'm going to go with one of these 4x4s. It's actually going to take up a good portion, and then I can figure it out. I like the Feeling Witchy. I like the cat. I like these top 3. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out those top 3 and see where we are. Oh, here it comes again. Okay. Let me see if I can get that. That wasn't too bad. Still needs a trim. A teeny tiny trim. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to hit the camera. There. Can you even... But it works. Okay, now for this one, I'm not going to worry about those others because I know that I want to do one of these. I am pretty sure that I want to do one of these. This should be at 8, but it's not going to be. Okay. Let's do a little trim. Or slivers. My word. Can't seem to get anything moving. She's very cute. Okay. Haunted house needs a sliver. I think the cat's okay. All right, let's take a look at this. It's not going to go too far. This is cool. It would be nice if I could find that yellow, but I don't have that. I do like the Feelin' Witchy. And then we have our wonderful Catman. How would he look with the, let's see what I've got here. Something like that. Maybe with this. Let's see. I'm unconvinced. That would have to be, okay, so that would have to be yellow. And then, let's do it that way. This green. And then maybe black. Ooh, now that I like. I like that kind of triple threat. I'm going to go with that. Put this aside. We know what we want. Put those aside. Now it's all just about decorating. Yeah, like that. Okay, so move these over. Okay, do I still have a big piece of the black? I do. This is from before. Okay. Yep. Okay, so this is going to be the 5 3/8 by 5 3/8. So that's an easy one. Now the other ones, I'm going to recalculate a little bit. I was just teaching my students today about conservation of materials. Don't put something in the middle and cut it out. Try to get as big a sheet of paper left when you're done cutting. That was the gist of it. Okay, so that's the first one. Now I'm going to make the next couple of cuts a little differently. So that was 5 3/8. I want to come in by 1/4 of an inch instead of 1/8 of an inch. So my next cut should be 5 1/8. And that's going to be this one. So I'm giving myself kind of a bigger border, I guess you could say. Okay. This one's got a weird thing at the bottom here. 5 1/8 by 5 1/8. Kind of wonder what that looked like. There's the haunted house. That wasn't what I intended, but let's see how that would look. Oh, for pity's sake. Let me just line it up properly. That one, and then that's going to go like that. And then this would go kind of like that. Or we stick with the original. I'm just going to stick with the original. Okay, and then instead of bringing this into, let's see, it would be 4 7/8, which would still be quite a big border around this. I'm just going to add 1/4 inch to this one. Let's see what happens if I add 1/4 inch. Yes. Which means I'm adding 1/2 inch. So this is going to be 4 1/2 by 4 1/2. And if I don't like it, I can change it again. And there that one goes. Let's see how this is going to look once I line it up properly. I like it. I'm pleased with that. The bats were kind of cool, but I'm not sold. Okay. Now, I wish I had some Chibitronics. Chibitronics are really flat lights, and it would be very cool to put a Chibitronic light. It actually uses tape to conduct the electrical to things, and that would be a very cool thing to use, like maybe behind a few of the, what is that, windows, maybe in the moon. That'd be cool. Still looking at that. Let me go ahead and attach this one, and I can make a final decision about the other one. I think I'm still leaning towards the blue. I really like the blue, but I do like that. What do y'all think? Before I attach it, why don't you, if you want to put your idea into the comment section, come on. I would love to hear what you all think. I'm going easy on this one as far as I'm not burnishing. I don't want glue to come out. So cute. Okay. This is cute. I'll let you zoom in a little bit. I like it. Do I like this more? I do like this one more. I like them both. I'll be excited to see if you guys stopped the video and put in your favorite. Okay, let's see if I can put this in. Line this up properly. I wonder what this would look like with some pop dots. That would be very cute with pop dots, wouldn't it? I don't think I have any big ones right now. I do somewhere, I just don't know where they are. Where's that? Is that it? No, that's not it. I'll just have to go with it. These are like a million billion. Try to put these in the corner to start with. I don't want to put them too close to the edge because I don't want the I don't want them to really show through since they're white. That's the way to do it. These are so sticky. Once again, Joann Fabric. This was their Park Lane. I wonder if any other companies are going to take over the Park Lane. I hope that they do. I hope we find that out. I know that it's still, in some terms, pretty new, the whole Joann Fabric being gone. Yeah, I'm using a ton of these, but I want to make sure, both sides of this, that it pops properly. And no, I don't have any idea what an impop or propping would look like, but propping. I figure if I put enough of these on, All right, that seems to be a good number. Now, let's see how easy it is to take these off. I'm actually going to start by just there. Some things like this are so hard to take off, but these I think have always been pretty decent as far as taking the whatever the paper coating is off of them. Although, give me a minute, this might take a minute. And oh, that one came up. That came up because that thing's on the bottom of it. Some of these had the, there, good golly. Good golly. I should have paused the video, but it's too late now. I'm into it. I'm really into it. Hopefully y'all are fast forwarding this part if you don't want to watch it. But oddly enough, I watch people mow grass and I find that very soothing. So does anyone else watch those shows where they like come across like this place that really needs some massive yard work and they take care of it? That's always cool. All right. Now I want to be very careful. Just setting it down for a sec. I'm actually not. I think it's going to look great, but before I do that, I want to do my cinch. It just occurred to me that might be a bad idea to put that on before I do the cinch because it might affect my ability to put it in. Okay, so we have everything, all of our different pieces are ready. I have not done the decorating, but I do know that I want to go ahead. I did not want that to fall. Ugh. I want to go ahead and start using my cinch. No, I did. Yep. 4 and 4. Let me just find, let's just decide what color the cinch we'll use. So I think I settled on this kind of dark gray. I actually don't have enough black left and I don't have any yellow. And I think that this is going to be really a nice color with that. So, okay. So I need 2 sections. Let me back us up a little bit here. I need 2 sections of this that are 4 across or 4 wires. Do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. And this one goes away. Okay. Yep. Now, yeah, that should be fine. I'm going to do it the same way I did the last one, which means it should line straight up with this. Yeah. How close is that? Wait, that's it. So this is the 5 1/2. Oh, yep, that's exactly, okay, perfect. It's perfect. Now, be really cautious. This open side is the side that needs to be cinched. That is This is my cover. Make sure that your folded side is to your right on this one. I could have accidentally done it this way, and that would have made that my cover, and that would have just been catastrophe. Yep. And this is just my process. So there's one. Oops, sorry about that. Beautiful. I'm going to do the back actually right away too. Because it helps me remember that I put the back and the front together. And do make sure that you're pushing it all the way in. I have made the mistake of trying to be too quick, and trust me, that waylaid madness. Like, you'll be so mad at yourself for so long. That one turned out so cute. Okay. And then this guy. And then this guy. We were so excited. Tonight was a new Ted Lasso, which is... Ted Lasso is just a pretty incredible series. Just makes you feel good, doesn't it, you know? Am I the only Ted Lasso fan out there? I can't be. Let's see. Almost, this one's going to be thicker. The one thing I don't like is I wish that there was like a well right here for my hand so I could hold my fingers down, but this didn't hit the top of it, because it does. Every time it hits the top of my hand, right, pretty much every time. And that is just a royal pain in the neck. Oh, that's beautiful. Look, it's all like perfect. Okay, so now I'm just going to roll that through one whole set. Always remember, that's my cover, that's the back cover. So those two have to sit together. Then I put it in here and I make sure. Perfect. Everything's lined up well. Okay, oops. So I'm just rolling it through, actually. Just do make sure that you caught everything when you're going through like that. Because if you don't, that'll be a mess. Okay, that's it for my cinch. I'll put this guy away. Oh, I need to get some more cinch colors, some more wire colors. Oh, it's so cute. All right, now you can see how it would be difficult to do something like this with the, I don't want it to hit the wires. So I'm kind of moving it a little bit closer to this side. Oh, how cute is that? How cute is that? It's got those nice dimensions to it. Okay, let's do a quick run through without anything else in it, and then we're going to add some things to it. So you've got all of your pockets, you've got your place for your pictures, more pockets, more simple areas. I'm really loving this. Our skeletons, our double trouble, our trick or treat. On the very back, I'm gonna, where is that? I think that's big enough. It's already 1.5. I need to find my 2-inch. What did I do? Where did I put my 2-inch? One moment, please. All right, I'm gonna see what this looks like. Let's try this. Give it a little bit of oomph. Wow, that didn't want to go. All right, I think that's kind of cute for a little Halloween-y piece here. Okay, there's that. I was thinking about distressing this, but I think it will be okay. And oh, I got something on there. There we go. Cute. Sorry. All right. So far, so good. Now, we need some things for the pockets, right? And maybe some decorations. This is how I keep my stickers because I have a lot. So I'm going to pull some out and see if I have any that I want to use for this one. I'm going to kind of do a quick, I love the ghosts. This one, okay, I know I want to use him. I think I want to use him. I think I've got another moon here. I'm just taking a quick peek. I have lots of pumpkins. So many pumpkins. I do have the moon that I was thinking would look very cool right there. I'm not sure I want to put anything right there. Let's see. If it's not right, I'm not going to do it. Really need a skeleton. These guys are cute. They actually are supposed to be 3D. You just kind of manipulate them a little bit. We've got this one. I love the little candy. This one. Got the boo. All right. I am thinking one of these would be cute. Like maybe this guy. Right there. Yep. And then pictures. So let's see. I also have more of the sticker set, the original sticker set with this one. Where did I go? We have this one. Which is so cute. Oh. Right there. I want to make this into a tuck, so I'm just going to use a little bit. Make sure I put it where I want it. And all right, I like that. That's perfect. A little tiny tuck, a little tiny. So a little tuck space for something. Okay. All right, we got our skeleton there. I feel like the black cat would be good here too. Let me put this aside because I'm not sure. I can't handle it if it's all cluttered up here. Let me just do this. There we go. That's much better. I can deal again. Okay, I want him to be another tuck spot, so like right under his bow tie, I think. Perfect. Cute. I do kind of feel like I want something there. I don't know why I want some, but I do really want. Oh, we can do a little. Or I could do it here. I could leave it and do it there. Cute. Okay. Like this. Do I like this? I don't know if I can even take it off if I don't. Gently I can. I decided I don't like the moon. Put that on there. I like, where'd it go? Dust costume. I'm doing a lot of these tucks. What's cool about this is that if you do it like this and you just tuck your pictures in, then every year you can update. Every year you can put, you know, yours, your kids, your child's costume and information and different things in there. This is so cute. I really am loving this. Now, what can we do here? Do we have any spiders? I don't see any. It doesn't have to have something, but I do like the idea of it having something. I think we're going to do the ghost here. And the ghost is not going to be a tuck. Oh yeah, that's cute. That came out cute. I'm not doing anything to this. I think that's already pretty cool. Okay, so we have this one. I do want to do it because we've been doing a tuck for each of these. So let's do our blood curdling screams. This is just, what is it? Cornflower based? corn flour based. It's not talcum based powder. Okay. I'm very, very tickled with this. I'm going to do another little guy down here. I like the idea of being able to open this and see like a little hidden buddy right there. I don't think I'm going to do anything for this one. I like that. And I'm pretty sure I'm good with just the space there because it just makes such a perfect space for a picture when you open it up. But now I do want, all right, so this is what we have so far. So cute. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up some of the tags. Put them in there. I think they'll be really cute. That'll be the end of it. Put this guy back up here. Oh my. Cool little, oh my word. I'm having a night of it. Having a night of it. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Let me grab, I'm gonna need the big mama jack for the 12 by 12. Okay. I swear my chair scoots back. That's good. Do it from this side. Haha. That's one. Okay. Always with the slivers. That's just me for you. I don't know why I do it so well the second time around. But I do know, might as well just, oh, that one was not bad. I'm not going to jinx it by saying, oh, I've got the hang of this, and then all of a sudden, nothing. Like that one. Who could have predicted? All right, these are pretty good. Let's cut down these other ones. They are super cute. That one's gonna need, I guess I'll just get through these. And then if anything needs a sliver, I can go back and do it. Oh, that one needs a lot of it. That one needed a big one. All right, that one's okay, that one's okay. Oh, look at that. Last one. And then it is funny. I can do the, the first one through, I almost always have to do another sliver. But the sliver is perfect. Okay. All right, these are all pretty good. So away goes this guy again. And then I am going to get out. Let's see if this works. I want to cut these evenly. It's not bad. I mean, I would think if I cut them exactly on their own, the way they are here, that's pretty even, right? We're just going to go with that. That'll be pretty even. These are pretty cute, actually. That one was harder. She couldn't see it. Sometimes I've cut these in the past with like smaller scissors, and I think the long ones work better. I get a better idea of how far I'm going with them, if that makes sense. This is going to be a much longer video than I thought it was going to be. I also know that if I try to fix something like this, I make such a mess. If I decided they weren't even and I started trying to fix them, they would not be even. They would not be close to even. Oh, here's the owl. He's cute. I doubt I'm going to use all of these, but some of them. And because they already have the backing, I don't have to do anything else to them. Maybe punch their hole, and then we'll be good. Oh, I don't like this one. I can't see it very well. And there we go. I know I got quiet. Had to concentrate. Gracious. All right, let me get this out of the way. This back up there. Now the only thing left to do with these is to punch the hole. There's so many of them. It's so cool. Okay. Now, I am not going to try to punch a hole through all of them once. Just that way madness. But I'm going to try to get it as centered as I can. And we'll just go from there. It's a bigger hole than this is, than my hole punch here. So, I think the only way I could really handle that well would be to use an eyelet. Which you could. I'm not going to put an eyelet on these. I just think it's going to add to the bulk. But I'm slightly off on all of them. It's kind of funny, actually. I know. I stopped talking. I can't chew gum and walk at the same time either, really. And really, why would you want to? It's just funny. All right, we're getting there. Let me get those out of that. Oh my word, there's so many of these. How many of these are there? I didn't even count them. Try to get this right there. Okay. Now, let's see what we're going to put in here. Right. Definitely we need a trick or treat. And maybe a spooky. And remember now, you've got pockets on both sides. I'm just going to put them in the front for right now. I love the moon dust. That one must go there. And let's see. We'll put the this guy in. He goes pretty far in. Now don't forget, you have a big pocket at the top. You could make specific, oh my word, my brain. Pieces to go in there, cards to go in there. I might do that in a future video. I've got some interesting pieces that might be, or ideas about what to put in there, but this one needs the witch. Oh, I forgot. Got to remember which one it's in. There we go. Let's ride. And of course, the Happy Halloween. And I'll put these away. We're done. Now, there are certainly parts in there that you could change or move around or, you know, do something else with. But one more quick run through. We've got our pockets. We have our cute tags. Did not do anything in these top ones, but there's plenty of room in there. Got a little moon dust one in there. And this one, if you wanted to, you could just put it right there. There's so many things you could do with these. I just love all the pockets. I love the ability to keep extra pictures, to do the tuck pictures. So cute. Love that little witch. And the Happy Halloween. And a little tuck. Okay. That is it. There's the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit on the long side, but we did a whole lot of different things here and kind of worked through some design issues, which is always kind of a big thing, working through your design ideas. I think that's really what takes the most time, but it's also in some ways the most pleasurable. That's it. Don't forget to come back, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell so that you know when the videos are out. YouTube is going to be changing its algorithm soon, and that is really going to mess with us if we don't get wonderful viewers like you to subscribe now and to keep watching. So I hope you do. In the meantime, wherever you are, whatever time of day it is, whatever's going on in your life, I hope it's going well. And I will see you all next time. Cheers.